Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to another episode of whatever you want to call this. Nimscraft, maybe? I don't know. Is that a good name or is that too cheesy? Last time we were working on the bridge and I wanted to show it to you. I think it looks super duper cool. I'm really kind of happy with how it's turning out. I'll see if I can't find some pictures or something like that to show you of like what I'm kind of aiming for, but I think it looks super duper cool how it is. This is actually this is a little behind the scenes here, kind of breaking the illusion of whatever illusion I'm trying to convey. I don't know. Hello, Mr. Sheep. How are you doing today? Anyways, sorry. I got a little sidetracked. This is actually take two. I guess the first time I got like 3/4 of the way through the episode and then realized that my mic was turned off. So all of that is, yeah, nope, non-existent. So we're gonna have to start over from scratch, but because I already did a ton of stuff, let's go ahead and do like the quick lowdown of what we got done so far and see if we can't salvage something out of today. So we started off with rearranging the storage room a little bit. You can see here that we now have an ender chest, and we condensed the cart kit down, or I don't know. It's got iron bars in it, so it should probably be called like industrial or something. But we've got the ender chest now, and it's very nice, very convenient. It should have been done a long time ago. And then we also set up a second ender chest over here in our strip mine, branch mine, I don't know what you want to call it, because I was mining all them there rocks, and they were just getting too gosh darn heavy for me to carry back, because I'm an old man, I guess. Yeah, and then I went on a small rant about climbing in a dizzying circle staircase. I don't know what word I was going for there. But we'll call him a circase. It sounds like, yes, Mr. Circase. How are you? I have some questions for you. I'm with the police. Anyways. And then, on the way back to the castle after setting up said ender chests, we were just cruising, you know, I was doing this all off camera, and I was just like, oh, this is pretty, very lovely, very lovely. And then I saw this pop into view, all these chunks get loaded, and I was like, oh, we gotta show the people this. And I thought, this view right here, I don't know, it made me happy to see this. It was like Hogwartsy. You know that moment, the first time that you get to see like the Hogwarts movies, or just any like good-looking castle or any good-looking movie in any good castle. Or I'm getting ahead of myself. Restart. You know that time when you see like a really good like movie and it's got like one of those really cool like swoop down scenes on some building and it's like whoosh, and you know you get to see it from all angles and it looks awesome no matter what. I got that moment, and it's like, this is us, this is what we're building, this is cool. And also we are looking at the bridge, and like the bridge is coming along well, but it could still use some work. And if you have any suggestions, I'm gonna see if I can get some pictures of I'll just find some off of Google or something of kind of what I'm going for, and then maybe we can work together on it. Oh, that reminds me, I was thinking about adding, ignore what you're about to see. This is the last project that we're going to work on today. So just ignore this, ignore it, ignore, except I can't make the jump, apparently. Okay. So what I was thinking is that we could add some, like, nether brick to it and maybe some, like, sandstone, just to kind of, like, break up the cobblestone, you know. Cobblestone. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Blah, 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 blah. Here, we'll do this for real. No, wait, not diamond swords. Okay, better. I'm sick of cobblestone. Oh, it's back. Okay, now on to the final project that we're going to work on today. So this is the last project that I wanted to start on today, or hopefully finish. You know, I was kind of looking at it. We got this 3-wide bridge, and we had this 3-wide door. And it's like, I don't want no draft. We got to put a door on it. Or we had a 3-wide opening, so we have to put a door on it, you know, because zombies are going to get in. And we don't want no zombies in our castle, because they going to eat our brains in our sleep. So we are getting started on this. What I was working on first and foremost is, in order to get all the wiring set up, I think we're going to hide it underneath the stair that was right here. So I had already scooted this back a little bit. So I guess that's where we'll be resuming from. So let's go ahead and see what we can get done and what I can continue to salvage out of my... I've just been so flustered lately. You know, I'm human. Sigh. Anyways, let me go compare this to some... Actually, I don't think I'll need to. Go like that, go like that. Yeah. No. And then Shazam! Shazam! Very good. Awesome. Yeah, that looks alright. And see, that'll give us a little bit, and then we can, I don't know, put like a wall here or something, blocking off the back area, like that. And so that way this is kind of like, they're both more like closets, which is kind of what I always kind of envisioned them, kinda envisioned them turning into by the end of this like project, or whatever you want to call all this nonsensical stuff, or this area, this wing of the castle. So I've got this, and then, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, shoot, I think we're gonna have to bring this all up one more block, so that way we can set a pressure plate on top of it, because I don't think, yeah, okay, yep, it's gonna have to go up one more block. Alright. I'll do the rest of this off camera, because this is just going to be more tedious guesswork. Well, not guesswork, but you know what I mean. There's going to be a lot of unfun. We don't want unfun here. Alright, well, here's what I've got so far. So we've got kind of our wall. Imagine that there's a blocks there. And so we've got our side chutes here, so that's all fine and dandy. And then it comes up here into this nice little platform area. You know, we'll spruce it up. We'll get those little bushes that we had back in here. I destroyed those off camera, so you might not remember those. But what I'm thinking is that if we put the pressure plate there, you know, I'll have like an option. I can either come up and, you know, avoid it, but then if I wanted to open it, boom, then we'll have... Let's see. So the pressure plate is... We'll put a block. We'll change this. We'll do this, so we know exactly where it's at. So it's immediately to the... Okay. Perfect. So that'll be the top of our memory latch. That's awesome. And then... Yep. So we'll go here, and I'm just trying to think, which way do we want the memory latch to grow? I think that'll be fine. Yeah, that should be okay. So now you can see this is a very, very basic memory latch. What's going to happen here is when this button gets pressed up top, you'll be able to see... Let's go ahead and do it. There we go. It changed, it toggled what was on. If you remember, this torch was on, and now this torch on the bottom is on. But what I'm going to do is take some repeaters and run them. We'll have to figure out how to hide that. Oh, it shouldn't matter because it'll all be hidden. Yeah, it'll be okay. So that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay. So then from there we'll need to go one block down. And I'll just make this one for my headroom. And I'll go ahead and do this part off camera because it's going to be boring counting. I don't think I've showed you guys yet, but this is my test world, by the way. This is where I come to test all of my different, yeah, don't judge it. It's kind of gnarly. Anyway, this is what we're going to be building. This is I built this once as, you know, kind of like, you know, just to get a feel for what I'm going to be working with. This is the end goal. This is what I want it to be like. Just this nice spiral design, very, very quick, very snappy. I'm sitting here snapping my fingers, and I have a phone call. Give me just a second. Sorry about that phone call. It's actually been, since that phone call, for me, it's been hours, eons, millennia has passed by. Planets born, died. No, is my lady friend. I had to go make dinner and stuff and be all nice and be a good, be a good man. Anyways, so we left off. Sorry, dinner was making a second comeback. Something, a resurgency. Anyway, so we left off and we were taking a look at my trial or builder world, and we saw enough. We saw everything that we need to see. So from there, we can pretty well go ahead and start on what we need to do next, and that is getting the fanciness wired up. So I believe the first thing that we need to do here, if I remember right, ooh, scary noises, is get like that. Yeah, we'll do one here, and then we'll go ahead and wire this up, and we'll go ahead and show you like what's it called, like a trial run or something like that, just so that way you can kind of get a feel for like what I'm aiming for here, which I think we've already discussed when we looked at the... Okay. Yeah, kind of like that. But now we have, you know, 2, 4, 6 more to do. And in order. But see, now I'd be able to... Now you can kind of get an idea of what I want, though. I want to be able to come up and be like, oh, look at the outside. Look at the world. It's a beautiful world. It's a wonderful world. And then just keep going. Or it's like, oh, I want to go to the Mage Tower. I can... Bam! And then that's with this timing delay here. That's what we did earlier. So that's all fancy dancy. Fancy smancy pantsy. Anyway, so let me consult with my previous works. Actually, this is so much easier to build on a freaking thing where you have flying. Okay, so I need to get power into this block. Yeah. So then that goes there. It's gonna be all gnarly. And we're out! No, that's okay. See, what we'll do from this point, and so this needs a 2-tick delay. So what I can do is, from right here, go ahead and add that 2-tick delay. Actually, we'll just do a 1. And then I'll put this here with a 1 delay. And so this... So we're just going in order here. So this has a 1. This has a 1 plus 1 is 2. So this one needs a 3. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm going to be doing all the way around. So let's make sure that works. And we broke something. Did we make an infinite loop? I think we did. We did make an infinite loop. Okay, give me a second here. Work. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get some of the stuff just kind of laid out in, rather than just going through and doing one at a time, I'm trying to get it all like the spacing figured out and stuff like that. So that way it's not like one big final, gross moment as I'm trying to wire this all together. I kind of already have the idea of where I need to go. And so that way it's as less of a shock to me whenever I'm like, oh my god, I gotta figure out how to get there. So you can see I've got quite the rigmarole. I gotta figure out how to get up to there and then get around to here. I'm thinking about putting that on the outside of the castle. That way it would kind of have an overhang to try to prevent like more zombies and stuff getting in. Because that's the real reason we're doing all this, right? Is to keep out them there zombies. Yeah, something's... Oh yeah, I've got it all broken down below right now. That's alright, that's alright. So we'll take this block and we'll go bam, bam, bam. And then we'll need... Awesome. And I gotta build some sort of impromptu staircase to get up there. Okay, so those will both go there. And then we'll wire this around magically, however we decide. And then from here... We're going there, and then throw this repeater pointed at the block. That'll take care of that. And then... So the last one I'll need to figure out is this one here. So let's see if we can't... Ooh, that's going to make it a pain in the butt. As that comes... right underneath where I want to go. Yeah. So let's see if we can work this around. Give me a second to brainstorm for a second. A second for a second. Okay, okay. Sounds good, Nims. Well, I've got it semi-wired. Here's the first dry run. Timings, whoopsies. The timings are not even close to being accurate. And let me make sure I just didn't mute myself again like I did in the past. That was tragic. That really was. Anyway. It's something. That's for sure. Okay, so obviously I've got a little bit more work that needs to be done. That one needs to be better timing. See, the problem I'm finding is this upper right one. Let me get back into the castle so I can show you why. Okay, so this upper right one here, in order to make it all look symmetrical from the front, the problem that I'm having, and trying to keep it as slim as possible, is to make it match the front. This block shouldn't be there, and so it should come around like this, okay? But see, the issue with that is, A, the current doesn't extend this far, which is a problem, so I'm going to have to add another repeater up here somewhere, which I guess could go right here. But see, then B, I would have to take it out another block like that and add 2 blocks in order to get it to wrap around. And it's like, But see, then I could also come at it from a different angle, but see, then that would end up adding more blocks from a, like I said, like a different angle. I wish I could invert the current at some point, and then I could just drop a torch like this. But see, that's bugged is what that is. Why is that extended? It shouldn't be extended. Well, let's look at what that did. Exactly what I thought it would do. Buggy, 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 buggy. So okay, so I'm gonna play with this a little bit more. See, I'm not super good at redstone. A lot of my redstone work is trial and error, and so that's why I find it kind of hard to record it sometimes, because it's just like, well, did that work? Nope, sure didn't. So let me take a look and see at what I can figure out here. Actually, the solution was quite simple. That spot that I said I should add a repeater, I added a repeater there. And then I just put a block there and then a piece of redstone dust under it. And so that took care of that problem nicely. And so I'm just messing with timings right now, trying to figure out what looks good and what doesn't. So I think it looks good. I think this one might be on a little bit too soon. Let's see what happens. I don't know if that's just because of recording lag or if it's because of like actual something's wrong with it. So give me a second to play with it a little bit more. Well, I'm looking at these, 6 right now, and these all look pretty good. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. And then they withdraw correctly. Okay, so those all look good. So I figured the easiest way to start would just be to do one at a time. So, I'm going to add just this one more. And so we can see this one's at a 3-tick delay. So this one should need a 3-tick delay as well because it's going through the block, which I believe adds a 1 tick. But we'll find out. So it either needs a 3 or a 4. So let's take a peek. Nope, it needs a 4. Apparently traveling through blocks doesn't slow it down. Nice. See? Trial and error. Trial and error. If anybody has problems with redstone, man, you just gotta keep trying. Never give up. See? Now that looks good. Perfect. Alright, so now we're ready to add this last block. And I know that's gotta be a 4-tick. And that was pretty obvious. It's exactly on the same timing as the one above it. So adding one more tick should fix it. I like that. That was a nice, easy way to start. Ah, beautiful. What a lovely door we made. Ah, it's so awesome. Okay, so now from here, quickly before the door retracts. Okay. I'm just putting in the spots that you can all see while the door's open. So that way it doesn't look all goofy. Okay, so I think this is the last one. Whoops. Yep, so I'm going to hide this real quick, and then we'll call it an episode. Alright, so here's damn near final product. I'm thinking about adding, you know, those bushes back. I tried it out off camera, and I don't really like how it looks, to be honest with you. I think we'll have to wait and see because, I don't know, it's the same height as the door, and it just makes it look kind of awkward, I think. And then for final color choice on the door and everything, I think that'll have to be determined by the Mage Tower color choices that we end up deciding on. But just one more. Now I haven't gotten the outside cleaned up yet, but I'll just give you a look at what that looks like. Now, I don't have a way of opening it from the outside yet either. I'm not too concerned about that because here, not too long, cough, cough, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I want to be able to go to the end, fight the Ender Dragon, and then be able to have an infinite supply of Ender Pearls. And then just go teleporting around. I think it'll be... and then, or, instead of that torch there, we could put a wooden button, and then we could arrow and then open the door. That would be kind of neat. That would be a pain in the butt. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching. I think I'll just have to destroy the block for now in order to get back inside. But that's okay for the time being. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Today we built a door and learned to check if your mic is on when you start recording. Okay. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you later. Just too cool.